an amazing day. Had great communications in advance, and when we arrived at the port had the smoothest arrival and meeting with the driver. Sam let me know he is outside, and when I arrived he had a sign with my name on it. We jumped in the car with my mom's wheelchair, which was a plus, and then took off. It was about a 2-hour ride, but it went by fast. We were listening to music and enjoying the scenery. We stopped twice. Once for 2 minutes at the side of the road so he could get some camel's milk. Yes, camels make milk and people drink it. He offered us some, but we passed. Second was for a restroom break and to take pictures and shop for souvenirs for about 20 minutes. We ate lunch once we arrived in Petra, since we arrived around noon at a restaurant, and enjoyed the buffet. We then met our tour guide who was waiting for us, and we paid extra to take the golf cart since my mom can't walk far and it was so convenient. It would have been almost impossible or very uncomfortable to take her wheelchair. They prefer that you pay in dinar. It was 25 dinar, $35, and I exchanged money at the exchange about 200 steps away. The tour guide was good. And on the way back we stopped briefly to get some baklava per my mom's request, and were back on the ship in plenty of time. I highly recommend this company, driver Sam and the guide. Sam took really good care of my mom and made sure she was comfortable with the level of air conditioning, which worked very well, and ensuring she was comfortable in terms of drinks, restroom breaks, etc. I could not ask for more. He drove very safely and we felt comfortable with him even during our first sandstorm experience, and he helped us navigate since he is a local. You won't regret booking this excursion. Our driver was on time for the 2-hour journey to Petra. While he did everything required of him, he didn't do any more than he had to and was quite surly. Our local guide Mohammed, on the other hand, was just amazing. He was so passionate about Petra and his knowledge was amazing. Unfortunately, the heat, 42°C, became too much for me and I was unable to enjoy the full experience of Petra. Our guide was so disappointed that we were unable to do the full tour, but lined up with my husband in the sun for 1.5 hours to get us into a golf buggy to get out. I can't speak highly enough of him. We chose not to do the lunch, and as we were on a shore excursion and headed back to the ship, arriving around 3 p.m. Had we been in a coach tour, I'd have had to wait around for several hours. Money well spent. We sought out this excursion as MSC Cruise passengers. And it was a fantastic discovery, starting with the driver. He was extremely helpful and personable. He let us make an extra stop in the snow we found along the way, in the desert. The transfer to Petra from the port of Aqaba was much faster than the MSC coach transfer with our cruise companions. After the excursion, he took us to a typical local buffet, where we could savor the flavors and aromas of the local cuisine. The official guide of the site, of Bedouin origin, who speaks Italian, dedicated 2 hours to the 4 of us, revealing details about the site and telling us about the history of his family who lived there. Pure professionalism and humanity. The perfect solution for visiting Petra during your cruise stop. Ahmed, our driver, was waiting for us on the dock for a quick and comfortable ride both there and back, with the usual souvenir stops. In Petra, we met up with our guide, who spoke excellent French, for a fascinating and always impressive tour of this fabulous site. With this option, you avoid waiting for the cruise bus and, above all, the crowds, as all the buses arrive in convoy 1 to 2 hours after you. Contacting the agency was very easy, and the whole experience was priced similarly to what the cruise ship offered. Highly recommended.